president of Big Blue Wreck Salvage and a marine artifact expert. I've had about the pursuit of history and information. Well, who did it concern, Trick?
What the X means, I have no idea. And it looks like there's some crustacean on the back of it that's not from casting.
Well, what you've got here are the finest markings. These particular stamps I recognize from the 1500s. And even at that time, gold was evaluated on a 24 scale. It's marked as 20 karat.
I could see with my own two eyes that that's more gold than 20 karat.
Well, they had taxes in the 1540s and 1550s also. So if you can get it marked for less, you can avoid some of those taxes.
I think it's pretty funny. Even back in the 1500s, people were trying to cheat on their taxes.
Modern testing would bring this in at probably 22 or better.
Okay. So you think it's off a ship?
Well, what you have is definitely coral incrustation. Coral will attach itself to something harder to grow.
Okay.
That would have taken, decades to have attached itself. This thing was underwater for a long time. And this is definitely shipwreck treasure.
Okay.
There are two sites that have yielded bars of this type. One is from the coast of Texas. The 1554 Spanish fleet was wrecked there. And there's a site in the Northern Caribbean.
So how much do you think it's worth?
No, times two. That's what you're talking about.
Okay.
Not me.
Remember earlier when I said $24,000 in scrap?
Yeah.
Scrap is melt. It's just like a trade term.
So you're telling me that's worth $48,000?
In that neighborhood.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. They're going to start melting down wedding bands and stamping X's on it.
If we can get the coral to grow on it.
I got a fish tank.
All right. Thanks for coming in, Bill.
My pleasure.
There's probably not a lot of people out there willing to buy this thing. But here's the deal. The people that are willing to spend a lot of money. Trust me, a lot. So now that we know what do you want to do?
I still want to sell it.
Okay. And how much would you like for it?
Well, if it's worth 48, I want 48.
45.
Yeah, money talks. We're talking different languages at the moment.
44?
No, because if I put this in an auction, they're going to charge me 20%. Okay.
All right.
I mean, I'll go like $32,000 on it.
45.
You got to get more than that with 48.
I'll give you $35,000, and I don't even want to pay you that.
Deal.
Cash money.
All right.
$35,000.
Okay, on condition.
Paperwork.
Totally pumped to get $35,000. It was a lot more than I expected. So at least it's much to get that. What do we got there?
It's a gun from the 15 or 1600s.
This whole lock mechanism right here has got to be the oddest firing system I have ever seen on a gun.
What the hell's that?
Fire this, were
Oh,
you?
yeah, actually I was. I thought it'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, a little dangerous.
15's rifle, 1500 rifle.
Sell an old rifle. I got a really good deal on the gun, and I'd probably take a couple hundred for it. I don't have much invested into it.
So you were in the store before?
Yeah, I brought some giant binoculars, real big ones.
All right, so this is a really odd gun. I mean, I've never actually seen one.
It's rare.
You know, I don't even see how guys shot these things. They're so unbalanced. It's unbelievable. I mean, these old guns like this, they put the really long barrels on them just so you can have pressure build up for the projectiles that came out the end.
Yeah.
This whole firing mechanism is bizarre,
To say the least.
So I'm assuming this would go back. Does the trigger work?
No.
So this would fly forward. It's a flint in it.
Yeah. Then it would light this. There'd be a small explosion in the air and a bigger explosion in the air.
Back in the 1500s, most guns used a match lock. You pulled the trigger, a piece of rope with a cherry on it, like a cigarette, would go into a pan and hit the powder and set the gun off. By the 1600s, people were using flintlocks, which used flint to create sparks to ignite the powder. But this gun's a little bit of a mystery. It's like it's after a matchlock, but before a flintlock. Only thing I know for sure, it's really old. I can tell you this thing, it's in terrible shape.
Yes.
I'm not sure that it'll fire, but trust me, it's not likely.
So did you want to sell it?
Well, that's what I was hoping to do, yeah.
All of my gun guys are out of town right now, and this thing is deeply bizarre.
Yeah, that's why I brought it down. I thought you'd like it.
What do you want to do since we don't have anybody?
How much do you want for it?
I'd like to get $1,000 for the gun. That would be great.
The last time I bought something from this guy, it turned out to be valuable. Even though this gun is a complete mystery to me, it feels like it's worth the gamble. I mean, I'm going to make you an offer, and it's just a guess. I've never seen this lock before.
Yeah.
This thing is in terrible condition. Okay. So, $500.
6.
I mean, I'm only making an offer because it's so old.
All right. I did good. I paid $50 for the gun.
This gun is so weird looking, I just had to have it. Now all I have to do is do a little research to figure out if 500 was a good deal.
Hey, morning, Rick.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. The guys call me down here to praise guns that they're not quite sure the value of, and there's a lot of exotic weapons, so it's understandable that they might need some advice.
I need your help on this one. I have no idea. Maybe I did good, maybe I did bad. I have no clue.
This looks like a Snap-ons trade gun used in North Africa.
Okay, a what snap gun?
It's a Snap-ons. Basically, they were trade guns. People in Europe would take the out-of-date locks and send them to Africa, and they would turn them into these guns because the Africans could use them. It's not like they're the state of the art at all. When they were used by the North Africans, they were already out of date.
The guys in Europe were getting rid of the old guns for the spices and the salt.
That's right. That's right. It's basically a gun that was used by African tribes. The Europeans would try to bring them to them and trade them for spices. Africans used these guns for hunting and defense and worrying each other in tribes. They're basically the weapon of choice for that period.
How old do you think it is?
Well, the mechanism probably is mid-1700s. Snap-ons precedes the flintlock, and even though it is a flintlock mechanism, it's a little more primitive than your normal flintlock.
Okay.
The flint here strikes this pan, and it casts a spark down in here where the powder is in the pan and sets off the charge inside the gun. Very similar to a regular flintlock, but just much more likely to misfire.
Okay. But it worked.
Exactly. You see them in all different calibers and all different types of construction. Some of them can be worth some money if they work with an important person.
So how much is something like this worth?
This one's in pretty bad condition because it's all rusted and everything. Probably seen a heck of a lot of use. Might have even been laying out in the desert for a while. One in this kind of condition, which I would consider relic condition, probably maybe 400 or 500, but that's really as a wall hanger. How much do you pay for this thing?
I paid $500 for it.
Somebody might want this gun for a decorator, hang on the wall. They're certainly not going to buy it as a collectible.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Rick.
Don't tell my father what I
All
found.
right, I'll do that.
Sometimes it pays to take a risk, and sometimes, well, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with this thing.
So how do you want it? At an angle?
Yeah, it'll look good. Since I'd have to take a loss on selling the African trading gun, I figured I might as well keep it.
You're done.
Hanging this gun on my wall. I thought it looked good on the wall of my office.
Why do you want to hang it instead of sell it?
Because I thought it would look good on my wall.
Well, it's worth money, right?
Yeah, it's worth money. Well, what's the gun worth?
My dad knows how to do a lot of things, but admitting when he's wrong isn't one of them. So you got burned.
I didn't get burned on it, all right? And could you please go back to work? And you're distracting me and Travis here. We're trying to figure out where to hang the gun.
Just admit you got burned.
All right, I got screwed with my own money. All right, can you go back to work now?
It's not your money, it's the shop's money.
Don't ever have kids. So what do you got here?
So I got this really old book. It looks like it could be handwritten.
Okay, a really old book. So we have the possibility here this has the whereabouts of the Holy Grail.
Absolutely. Treasure maps, yeah. Came in pawn shop today to sell a really old book I have. I want to sell my book today because I have a baby on the way and I can use the money for diapers. I'm looking to get $500 for the book today. The least I'll take is $300.
All right. Do you know anything about it?
I bought it in an estate sale in Ohio, and it looks like it's in a foreign language. That's all I know, really.
Okay. Just from the looks of the binding and the paper, I would say it's probably 1600s.
Wow.
It is handwritten. Early 1400s, Gutenberg came out with the printing press. But The printing press was slow to catch on because it was one of those newfangled gadgets. The movable type printing press is probably one of the most important inventions ever. But printed books really didn't become available right away because there just wasn't that many.
Mark
printing
Twain's
presses.
Tom Sawyer's first book being on a typewriter.
Literacy rates in Europe were still extremely low. It's really cool just due to the fact that I've never owned a handwritten book. They're rare. Some of them are worth a lot of money. Some are worth next to nothing. This right here, it's handwritten, but the whole book binding is really, really bad condition. We got mold and spotting on all the pages. And usually a book's got a front page on it. I'm thinking some pages are missing. I love buying old books because they're easy to store and display, and there's a large collector market for them. But I have no idea what this language is.
That's
So
Russian.
it's gonna be really
Oh,
tough
that's
to figure
Russian.
out what to offer.
That's Russian or Ukrainian.
You know, I don't know. I think if I can get $500-600 out of it, I'd be happy.
My problem is I don't know what the content is. Do you mind if I call someone to get them down here?
Well, actually, I'm kind of in a hurry. Book me off me right now.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you my best shot at $250.
I need at least $300. It's it's from the 1500s. It's lasted this long. It's handwritten.
You're in a hurry. I really believe it's not worth much more than that. It's an old handwritten book, and I'm taking a shot in the dark at $250.
Okay.
All right.
I bought it in a box full of other stuff for $100, so I made out okay.
I just don't know what I'm gonna do, guys. We're just gonna have fun today. That's all we're doing right now, is having a little bit of fun. That's about all I can really say, and I'm gonna get off and do laundry now. So